What if you were working with Akiko? And why would she tell you?
That's strange.
I'll let you off since exile has obviously dulled your reasonings. You comment garbage like this again, and our interview may come to an end. Okay. What do you know about the escape last night? Secrets about that haven't worked the way to me about Henry's escape. If you think there's more to it, then there seems there might be physical evidence near the scene. If you want to report says it's true, the only way the council building is through the Syndicate HQ. If he went through there, he'd been logged. Check the nightmare computer logs. We need to talk acid.
Secrets are dangerous.
You never call me acid.
Is this a fact?
Why was KHX accusing you of stealing a key to the second holy seal?
Who knows?
Shit.
Is this a fact?
This makes you a prime suspect, spell
You
it.
got it wrong.
I promise I didn't kill the council, I need you to know that.
Test me.
Get on with it. The holy seals are the holy grails of secret hunters. They're so locked down and under wraps. I was losing sleep each night thinking about them. I knew KHX designed the second seal, so I started talking to him. I also knew he was obsessed with me.
The investigator is here.
Obsessed?
What?
More than I expected. I thought he was just horny for me. But he had got into his head that if we achieved perfection on the next island, he'd ascend to heaven.
Mine cannot hide.
His diary called you the Queen of Astral Heaven. Good snooping, lady. Since I'm blessed with the gods, he covered me as trophy queen. The guy was out of his mind.
Like this.
You keep using the past tense.
Boy.
And that's stupid. If the council got to the bad side of the killer, the person designed part of the security is missing. Either dead or might as well be.
And the truth.
Did you do it?
Doesn't add up.
Please. Even if he was going to squeal to Montserrat, I talked him down. I strung him along in a relationship. I could persuade him to do almost anything. Except give you the secret of the second holy seal. There's the data key, got it, I took it, and made a copy. How'd you copy it?
Who knows?
You ask a lot of questions. Someone in Masahiro Heavy Industries owed me a favor. That favor was an hour in one of their high-end computer labs. It turned out to be a heavily encrypted digital key on a flash drive. I put the key back at his workshop and apologized profusely, and he did something to take his mind off it.
Investigator is here.
Did you use the key?
Secrets breed mysteries.
No. I know where and how, though. The obelisks on the beach, the key works on them.
Sure.
And that's the second seal secret?
My ways.
No, there's more, but I don't know what. Why didn't you use the key?
You're letting this.
Bad vibes, lady. I could feel it in the air. Things were happening on the island.
Fact.
This still makes you a suspect, Crimson. I know. I found a tuft of your hair in KH's workshop. And
Paradise feels.
I put you at the scene of the disappearance. Come on, lady. You know that doesn't prove anything. Why would Akiko kill the council? Secrets on free? Cool.
Business is booming.
But Crystal's minimal imperfections. Akiko is a soldier through and through. She has also their leader, their only family she's ever wanted. The marshals aren't syndicate though. They're citizens, a security measure by Mondstadt. They don't have immortality and they don't get moved between islands. That makes them expendable too. Precisely. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching the troops die and got left behind. She wants them in the syndicate, get the gene therapied up and create a battalion of immortal soldiers and her headache. She has mentioned the syndicate to try to get her marshals indicted, but been refused every time. She's hurting and she's angry. What does she get for murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she could change the rules and keep the marshals alive between islands. She used the murder to scare the new council, and the Untouchables became touched by the hand of death. She can argue for increased materialization on the island, scapegoat on a citizen, and panic to the council, creating martial law with troops indicted into the syndicate. Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely. Mondstadt always cared about the immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup. If Akiko did this, she proves that it's a threat from that the threat isn't from the marshals.
Oh.
Got any proof? Should do. I pulled this from the Moon database. You never know when something like this will come in useful. Thanks. Lady, here's more. I haven't got proof if I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with the troops. That's why she hurts so much. She had a string of relationships throughout the islands. Is there someone special on this island? Captain Veloth. He's the highest-ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest-ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of New Island.
Granny, the hell?
So he's murdered last night. Looks that way. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council and push her agenda through. Get her marshals into the syndicate and make them immortal. That's a pretty big bet to make. At Godei, something doesn't add up. What about Vloth then? And Akiko was involved and she let Vloth die?
Have my ways.
A sacrifice for the greater good?
Got it.
I need to find some more truth. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council?
Good work.
You know this costs right.
Thank you.
A pleasure doing business. Carmelina is allowed in the council. The Silence family were banned from ever being on the council. You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo fell from grace. He was deceived by Cosmic Decent. Bingo, Cosmic Decent received him for promises of power, standard stuff. Cosmic Decent wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That's why that would give Cosmic Decent enough power to resurrect. Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other gods.
Boy.
Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution, the rest of his family being barred from the council seat for eternity.
The investigator is here.
Let's say she killed the council. You mean, how's she on the throne right now? Could she have been sure she was been on the new council that law would be overturned? It's a gamble. She's an architect of Perfect 25. If the transition to New Island goes sideways, she's a good candidate to handle it. That's not a sure thing, though. Who knows what other options Judd's considered? Impossible to know how they'd interpret the law. If this was her goal, I bet she was planning on bargaining with the new council on the new island, get them to overturn the ruling after delivering Perfect 25. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? She submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and get on the council. All have been denied her, though. Can I see these motions?
Don't be coy.
Of course I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. Hit me. About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her.
Well,
Any idea why?
Who knows?
She said it was for work. She said she had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed, and nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor.
the investigator is here.
Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling at a Festus, maybe I just need to say it out loud, maybe it means something. I'll see what I find. Okay. Let's talk about my boy Doom Jazz. Why would Doom Jazz kill the council?
I'm doing business with you.
Got cash to pay for a secret? This is a big one. This syndicate's origins aren't what they seem. Yeah. He knows the original secret.
Thank you.
Before the first island, during the Great Betrayal, Monarchstat made a mistake that got Doom Jazz's father killed. It was before you joined up with our syndicate. He was our original military general, legendary soldier. I always heard rumors about him before I joined the syndicate. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the syndicate fled to the first island, Monarchstat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly
I
weapon.
have my ways.
He was wrong. There was nothing there. Doom Jazz's father attempted to hold off pursuing armies during Monarchstat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half of the syndicate before we got away. The incident was struck from history, but the existing council members know about it. Ai's Kiwami likes to talk and he has a drink, and Doom Jazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip.
That's strange.
Was. Ai's Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out and next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, they talked about that guy who killed himself before. Wasn't it Doom Jazz who told me about that?
Don't test me.
It's rare for syndicate members to take their own life, unheard of for council members. It's a secret for another time. What do you know about Lydia and Sam?
Thank you.
I know that it will cost you.
Good.
I know about their last job.
What the hell?
What last job? Back in the day, Lydia told you after you met Sam that they left the world of assassination for good, right? Isn't it that easy? Once you're in that world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all your duties.
Not my way.
As an assassin is the most effective tool in the world, all tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had to do one last job.
Weird.
She had destabilized the government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed a regiment change.
That's weird.
Why didn't she tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killings. Sam helped her do the job. They were in together. It's not as romantic a story as they told everyone, is it?
Be coy.
Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Crimson told me the last job Sam and Lydia had to do before leaving their life assassination. They helped to topple a government and indict a regiment change. Sounds familiar. Is this what the council murder is? A regiment change?
What?
Who could say? Was it revenge, a crime of passion, a regiment change? You've got some investigating to do. Do you know why witnesses would want to kill the council?
It's business.
See your crystal.
Thank you.
I know Witness was growing to despise Monostat. Monostat was tightening his grip on all of us. Monostat was giving into paranoia, worried about his precious perfect island.
What?
History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We're all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Monostat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting all gods. 24 islands in, and we weren't doing a good job. Almost all of the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Monostat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. Step 1 was the syndicate. Our efforts have always been divided between resurrecting the gods and improving the island. If Monostat could make the syndicate perfect, we could fulfill our attention to the gods. Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Monostat changed, so did Witness. Witness didn't trust Monostat at all.
The investigator is...
Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had a suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalization. He slipped further and further into worship and fear that astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you have a healthy dose of the end of the times fear in you. So Witness murders the council to put fear of gods into them and focus the syndicate on our holy mission. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, that is what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end of times.
That's strange.
How can we have end of times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods come to Earth, the rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They never look out for their own kind. Take it up with a Witness. I have no time for religious debates. Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of the island. You should speak to her. Did you see the doctor last night? I know something about his clinic, but won't charge you. Find the back door. Okay. We already know about the back door. Wanna hang out? Got time for a chat, Crimson. You find yourself on an island full of criminals, lady. Are you one of them, a criminal plotting the downfall of paradise? Not for the crime you're investigating? What does that mean? All shops need stock. My trade is secrets. I don't have a wholesale supplier I can get deliveries from. I'm not complaining. Illegal's always speedier, everyone. Especially when it comes to secrets. Supply and demand, the islands have changed. We're the syndicate, the ruling elite. Is it easy for everyone in the tower to think the crime is something everyone does but them? I'm just keeping a record.
Sure.
What'd you sell?
Good work.
You're the one buying. Okay. I don't have enough money for our Starlight upgrades. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Oh, that was a long chat.
Fast travel unlocked. Not enough blood crystals. Starlight skins obtained.
Symbols of the possessed Starlight skin obtained. It's pretty messed up that it could be possessed by a demon. Like, really messed up, don't you think? Monument to the Moon. The sphere of death is split into two by a great chasm. I can feel the grim silence from the deserted city on the dark side. Okay. Okay, we got another tape.
Music obtained.
You spun me around. I wanted it to last forever. We were roller skating. I wanted to never take them off. The setting sun sparkled in the ocean. Yeah. Glistening stone obtained. A small but bright stone. Looking for it makes the world around me fade away, and you can hear distant memories of the stone by the wearer. This one is full of happiness. Oh, this is for that ghost I met earlier. Okay. Yes, let's donate some blood.
Relic obtained.
A carving about the first god, Silent Goat. Was the first god involved a man who contracted with, sometimes it was the first for a reason. Captured outside the city of Mahoda, ending in India, tortured in the crystal caves, became aware of the syndicate and gifted them his power, killing himself.
Relic obtained.
Questionable donation obtained. Citizens sometimes throw coins at fountains for luck. Luck doesn't exist.
Relic obtained.
Fascinating grasshopper obtained. Some people get very obsessive about grasshoppers. Okay.
Relic obtained.
Hemorrhagic mushroom obtained. Mushrooms grow all the island and prized for the variety of flavors. Ooh. Okay. Ugh. Hi. I feel like I could talk to you all day, loved eyes. What's on your mind? Everything. Nothing you need to know is feeling quite relaxed. You're the only one on this island, that is. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. They don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how perfect society runs. We come from a perfect society. You don't get this attitude in charming personality unless you come from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and F-ups.
Investigator is here.
You personally? Of course not me personally, the lower classes. No time to chat, things to do. But I thought you said... Okay, let's try to use the nightmare computer. Okay. Apparently we need to upgrade to do that. That's fine.
Relic obtained.
Ill-fated pleading letter obtained. A mother's pleas for mercy. Her son transgressed. Love between the syndicate and citizens is expressly forbidden. Dreaded hero apartments. Apartments named after the bloodthirsty general that slaughtered his way across ancient Britain. Okay. Figured that was you. Sometimes I just feel defeated, you know. How do you pick yourself back up? On my planet, there's a musician I like, creates music that takes me away to another place. Sounds nice, I have a musician like that as well. Uninterested, loved eyes. This conversation is about me. Whatever, I'm going to smash some bottles or something. Okay. Okay, we're on top of Syndicate Apartments now.
Relic obtained.
Ultimate tea obtained. Again, matcha is the best tea. Anyone that says different is a liar and hasn't tried it. That's a straight fact. Okay, we got a painting of our lovely Crimson. Drinks got blood crystals. Okay, C2.
Relic obtained.
Water, plain water. Stay hydrated, take a nice big gulp of cold water, enjoy a few drinks while doing nothing but drinking water once an hour. What is wrong with you people? Just drink water. An oasis in this tropical heat. Oh my god, that's hot. I'm sure there's a reason for it. The water in paradise is good. I feel like I've got a little pep in my step now.
That's strange.
Feels like if I was in the air, I could just dash around. Please tap the sprint button while in air to perform an air dash. These islands are weird. Huh. Oh god. I'm a ninja now. Okay.
Key item obtained.
Green crest obtained. Green crest looks like it'll fit into something. Another blood-letting platform. May the silent goat walk with me. There's a carved tablet in here. A history of Enchanted Blue. Enchanted Blue, an ancient god who chooses her servants and deceives them with the promise of power. Those that swear allegiance to her to work their goals and benefit from physical perfection and strong mind. They change rapidly and dramatically, becoming blessed with beauty and intelligence. In return, they are forever bound to her whims, losing their mind over centuries, they entrapped by her deception. Currently sealed in the hidden pyramids of Sahara. That's the one with the tail.
Obtained.
Okay, that's what I just read. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's that one. I'm sure we'll meet her at some point.
Relic obtained.
Abnormal butterfly obtained. What makes this abnormal? Look at it. If you can't tell, you weren't meant to know. Apparently I wasn't meant to know because I'm not sure. Yeah, I see ya.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Is this the work of a god? This is no damned harmony. This human through and through. I can smell it. Are you sure? There's something rotten in the mix, but the gods have bigger interests than you people. Interesting. Nope. I managed to get myself stuck. I guess I did. There we go. Okay.
Obtained.
Nostalgic fallen rose obtained. Who knows where it fell from? Who knows who dropped it? I hope the rose made someone.
Blood crystal obtained. Relic obtained.
A padlock that symbolizes an endless love between two people. Wistful lover's padlock.
Relic obtained.
Polished badge obtained. Insignia of a crime clan ruler by the crazy Davos. A fearful woman with an eye patch, not one to be messed with. Okay. This paradise is creeping me out. When the veil falls, when the veil falls and the naked body of crime is exposed, the island begins to crumble, the balance is tilted, and the illusion falls apart.
The investigator is here.
Where'd you hear that? Screw you, I thought of that all by myself. The people, every time someone tries something new or tries to better themselves, you tell them to get screwed. Peace. Okay. I'll take this. New music track, cool.
Music obtained.
Watch the sunset with me, listen to the ocean just one last time. The sunset heals all. Not bad.
Relic obtained.
Island sequence 24 memento obtained. 24th island sequence, how will it be remembered? Will this island be perfect? It's our eternal home.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Creeping flora, starlight skin obtained. Explorers in Forbidden Valley discovered a breed of plant that had been sealed away in a vault, and now warriors patrol the edges of the valley to keep the plant at bay.
Relic obtained.
Glinting golden crown obtained. A sacred reward for pyramid envisioning. A citizen was very faithful.
Relic obtained.
Coveted loyalty card obtained, and a loyalty card for the Second Heaven convenience store. They pride themselves on their fried chicken. There's one convenience store on the island. This card says in association with Dead Nebula. I love
Obtained.
exquisitest love letter obtained. A letter from a young couple. R says he'll kill the moon with a railgun to prove his love to L. I wonder if any of these relics are like important, like once I find out why they're important, they become important items kind of thing.
Getting saved.
The Way of Blood bar, 25th island sequence. Time moves differently on the island. I can't decide if I like it. Nor can I. It does things to people. What kind of things? It twists people, distorts their hearts. I think that happened to me. So do I.
Relic obtained.
Chaos Domain whiskey obtained. Made with ex-bourbon casks. Has a fruity taste, best savored in enveloping fog. Do not look at the other people enjoying the fog. Okay. Why am I turning on all the water? The tower that broadcasts music. Okay, grab me the tape. 8th Street Rose, that bar, those times, gone forever. When did everything get so far away? It's gradual, that's the trouble. Not a bad sound. Well, he's giggling. Antarctic Ghost. Will you join us?
Who?
Right who? Join a group of citizens fighting for more power. Are you aware that you're the only one here and that you're a ghost? Just another obstacle put it away by the abusive and corrupt council. We're fighting to end the corruption and free the workers of the Agri fields and deep factory. Free them. Are they slaves? They're used as pawns in a game of cooperative corruption, spent and used for the belief and power. We must end it.
Got it.
Are you aware that there are no citizens left on this island? I'm still here. Your existence is more of a technicality at this point, no offense. As I was escorted to the ritual slaughter at the end of the island and bring into the next, I've made a vow that if there was any afterlife, I would continue to fight. I guess that's why I remain, and I am here to deliver a message. What is that message? I have evidence of the corruption. I took it from the factory. Can I see it? I was at the farm when the marshals dragged me to the slaughter. They ripped the envelope from my hand and tossed it aside. Please, will you find it for me? Yeah,
We need to investigate this.
I'm a big fan of running errands for the metaphysical. Thank you. Remember, the envelope will be somewhere at the farm. Please find it and bring it to me. Okay. Is that a pepperoni?
Relic obtained.
Island Sequence 5, Memento obtained. Fifth Island Sequence, The Sin of Silence. Our architect Romeo's silence is deceived by cosmic deceit. Lured to treason against us by a god, he was executed. The Silence family are forbidden from ascending to the council.
Blood crystal obtained.
Let's go talk to puppers. First, let's save.
Getting saved. Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skin obtained.
Blissful sky, Scarlet Tin obtained. Clouds were used to hide flocks of unspeakable flying horrors during the war. After the Great Betrayal, they finally became safe. Bear-chan.
What the hell?
What's a dog doing here? Wolf.
Sure.
Your name tag says Bear-chan. Is that your name, Bear-chan? Wolf. You look expectant. Are you after treats? Woof woof. I see. If I can find you some treats. Okay, we'll try to find the pepperoni some treats.
Relic obtained.
Island Sequence 6, Memento obtained. 6 Island Sequence, we unite in hope. A great light falls upon the island. Is it a message from an astral god? Hi. Gazing across the endless cosmic desert, drifting through an abyssal sea, dreaming of an antique summit in a monolithic city overlooking an impossible cavern. All the good shit, you know? Okay, buddy.